believe that Fiji is in lots of danger due to plastic pollution, and we believe that Fiji needs our help. Plastic is used in our everyday lives. We use plastic for packaging, industrial use, and as a shape and retail material to make things out of. Many of our surroundings are made with plastic. Our chairs, clothes, bags, and even floor are made out of plastic. Without plastics, many medical equipments like IV strips and syringes would be too expensive to produce, therefore unaffordable. Plastic can be made to be stretchy and soft or hard and brittle. These pieces of equipment are cheap to mass produce, and without plastic, they will have to be made out of an alternate material which will either cost more or be less durable or flexible.
Plastic is an overall good material to use. It has many of its own problems. For example, most plastics are not recyclable and sometimes even release toxic substances into the environment. This plastic often flows onto the ocean through streams and rivers, causing them to float around. These plastics are lightweight and nimble, so they follow the currents of the sea and often waft onto the shores around small islands like Fiji. Countries with more economic power ship plastics to countries that don't have a strong solution for managing plastic waste, such as Fiji. And so all the plastic ends up on shores with no way to get it down.
Fiji makes most of their money from the tourism industry, but plastic waste is affecting their earnings from tourism, decreasing their income by more than 4 billion USD. Due to the large amounts of plastic in the ocean and beaches, less and less tourists are going to Fiji anymore to roam around. A once tourist sweet spot now riddled with plastic and impossible to be cleaned properly. Fiji water is one of the main ways they make money, but without clean oceans, water quality will deteriorate and slowly become undrinkable. These two main money makers, if taken away, will diminish the economic tank.
Additionally, marine ecosystems of Fiji are getting destroyed. Since Fiji is an island, they crucially rely on fishing to survive. But local farmers have reported that the fish are not appearing, and they are not swimming close to the Fiji Islands anymore. Local farmers have reported that the waters are also filled with trash and are inhabitable. Although Fiji is made up of many smaller islands, Fiji only has one plastic pollution dump. And so the plastic removal is limited, and so most plastic waste is either burned, buried, or kept in the environment.
This is caused because other countries ship plastic to Fiji, which harms the environment. This constant shipping is causing Fiji's pollution to increase. A study in 2019 shows that around 19,000 tons of plastic were shipped off to Fiji, with roughly 5,000 tons leaking to the environment. A report co-authored by Dr. Shrivenda Michael and a few others warns that plastic pollution could double from 152 tons in 2020 to 300 million tons by 2040. If current trends continue, a 2021 report by the IUCN showed that plastic contributes for over 15,000 tons of Fiji's annual 140,000 tons of waste. That's around 10% of the total waste. This highlights how rapidly plastic pollution is growing in Fiji. The total expenses due to the plastic waste scenario for 2023 to 2040 are estimated at $4,072,724,399 in future value, which is almost impossible to raise as such a small country like Fiji. According to the Fiji Times, with these microplastics containing waters, some health issues that exist include cancer, hormonal imbalances, weight gain, and insulin resistance.
Fiji is already working on ways to mitigate the problem of plastic pollution. One of the ways that Fiji is doing this is in August 2017, the Fijian government introduced a 10-cent levy on plastic bags. Then in 2020, Fiji completely banned single-use plastic. A solution that Fiji could adopt is how the American-based company Cove has introduced 100% biodegradable bottles that don't produce microplastics to America. Fiji could also do the same thing. Additionally, I think that Fiji should make a treaty with another country to ship the plastic waste onto them so they can get rid of the plastic pollution problem.